Why is it that chickens are active during the day whilst owls are more active during the night despite them both being birds? This is because they have their own sleeping pattern, or circadian rhythm. But what is the circadian rhythm? The circadian rhythm can be defined as a natural internal process that regulates the sleep-wake cycle and repeats roughly every 24 hours based on the Earth's day and night cycle. The term circadian itself comes from the Latin words circa, meaning around, and dies, meaning day, which basically means around the day. One of the first recorded observations of the circadian rhythm was all the way back in 4th century BC by ancient Greek philosopher Theophrastus, where he observed that the leaves of a tamarind tree would open its leaves during the day, but then close during the night. The tamarind tree did this because its circadian rhythm was aligned with the cycle of day and night, optimizing its absorbance in sync with light and darkness. This rhythmic cycle is not something that is unique to plants, but in all living organisms, from animals, fungi, and even bacteria. Environmental cues such as light and darkness are known as Zeitgeber, which in German means time giver, with our eyes being the main receptor for the Zeitgeber of night and day. Our eyes contain rod and cone cells which pick up light. However, they contain another set of cells called the ganglion cells, which are used to detect the brightness of our surroundings before sending that info to a place called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. The suprachiasmatic nucleus is a tiny cluster of cells located within the hypothalamus. Despite its small size, it plays a massive role as the body's master clock, governing your sleep-wake cycle by synchronizing with environmental cues such as light and darkness. Not all living things will follow the same sleeping pattern. Circadian rhythms determine when animals sleep, hunt, or rest. These rhythms evolve based on their unique ecological niches, driven by things such as the availability of food and the presence of predators. This is why, despite being domesticated for thousands of years, your cat will still wake you up at 5 a.m.
Yo! Yo! Get up! Get up! Come on, I need to eat! Come on, I've been waiting here all night. Get up!
Although sleep-wake patterns are a major process of the circadian rhythm, it controls a wide range of physiological and behavioral processes. These include hormone release, immune function, metabolism, and even athletic ability, with athletic performance depending on the time of day, which is something our team put to the test. Okay, so it is 3 a.m. right now, so let's put my basketball skills to the test. Why is it that I missed, and how is circadian rhythm involved? Well, as it turns out, core body temperature is one of the many things controlled by the circadian rhythm. Core body temperature peaks in the late afternoon, typically between 3 to 6 p.m. During this time, the increase in body temperature enhances muscle elasticity, nerve conduction, and enzyme activity. These physiological changes lead to improved strength, speed, and coordination, all of which can prevent incidents such as this happening. This is actually one reason why Olympic sports like sprinting, swimming, and cycling are typically held in the late afternoon to maximize athletic potential. Optimal physical performance that was regulated at appropriate times was key not only for our survival, but other animals, including bees. In 1906, Swiss scientist August Forel noticed bees joining his outdoor breakfast to scavenge his honey. Each day, more bees arrived until he was forced to move indoors. The next morning, however, the bees returned at the same time. Even with no food present, they had somehow remembered the exact feeding time. Bees rely on nectar and pollen as their main food source. Flowers produce nectar in a diurnal pattern with peak production at specific times of the day. Bees have evolved by having their own foraging activity aligned with the flowers. This allows them to take resources back to their hive efficiently. And why does that bee look so weird? So the circadian rhythm is not just involved in coordination or athletic ability, but can even include things
literally,
like
who was talking like all this smack about me? Like I look weird or something like that? Like, what's up with that?
oh no, who said that?
That's literally what I'm trying to find out. That's why I'm asking you.
I mean, if I see him, I'll let you know.
No, you know what? I'm gonna wait right here until I see him. Like, I work so hard to be dealing with this kind of stuff.
7 hours later.
No, but like the manager literally knows how much
True.
work I put in, and I just think
Yeah,
it's insane
honestly,
that he never
true.
recognized me for my
Yeah,
work. He
honestly,
never...
the fact they haven't even given you a promotion yet is crazy because.
Yo!
Adrenaline and cortisol are key hormones in the body's fight or flight response. During confrontation, adrenaline increases heart rate, whilst cortisol boosts blood glucose levels for a surge of energy. Beyond fight or flight, cortisol alongside melatonin helps regulate sleep-wake cycles. Cortisol peaks in the morning to promote wakefulness, whilst melatonin rises in the evening to encourage sleep. Disruptions like blue light exposure or irregular sleep patterns can shift individuals to becoming night owls, characterized by a tendency to sleep later. This shift occurs due to a disturbed balance of cortisol and melatonin, which misaligns their natural circadian rhythm. When you fight your natural rhythm, your body pays the price. I mean, not like transform into an owl, but like insomnia or some other sleep disorder.